Hello students. Today we are going to study about the unit 2 logic circuits. This is the second unit of diploma fundamentals of computers subject. So in this chapter we are going to study about the logic circuits that consist of the logic gates. The contents of the unit: the first one, introduction to combinational circuit, introduction to sequential circuits, shift registers, and the last one, counters. Here we are going to study about the individual circuits and how they are going to be created or cascaded using the logic gates. So before going to the in-depth content, so first we study the first content, introduction to combinational circuit. In this you are having 8 topics: half adder, full adder, encoder, decoder, multiplexer, demultiplexer, subtractors, comparators. So these are the combinational circuits we are going to study in this topic, that is introduction to combinational circuit. Introduction to combinational circuit. When two or more logic gates are combined and or connected together in order to generate a specific outputs for different combination of gate input variables with no storage in world, then such circuit are termed as combinational logic circuit. That means we are going to combine two or more logic gates. So we are going to combine two or more logic gates where the logic gates are AND gate, OR gate, NOT, XOR, XNOR, NAND gate, NOR gate, like this. So these are the basic logic gates we are having. So combining of these gates, minimum 2 is required. Maximum you can add how many times you can add. By this we are going to generate the combinational circuit to get a specific output. Next one, in combinational logic circuit, the output level is at all times dependent on the combinational of input levels. That means the total output or what we are going to get at the specific output generated at the output side is totally dependent on the input level content. That means the output is totally dependent on whatever you are going to give as an input. Next one, in combinational logic circuits is expected to contain minimum number of gates and minimum number of gates level 2. That means it contains the minimum gates. So I told in the first point it required 2 minimum gates and minimum number of levels. That means you can put the 2 gates in a vertical line. You can add minimum of 1 vertical line gates. Then you can increase the vertical line gates. ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಗೇಟ್ಸ್ನ ನೀವು ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 3 ಗೇಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೋಬೋದು, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಗೇಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಲೈನ್. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ದ first line or a second line? So you must need a minimum number of gates level lines. Clear? Next, by minimizing gates we can control the cost of the circuit. Minimizing the gates we can control the cost of the circuit, and by minimizing the number of gate levels we can minimize the delay. That means when we are having the gate levels minimum, we can have a delay minimum. If we have a 10 levels, that means 10 vertical lines of connection, then the input is given at the first level, the output will get at the 10th level, correct? So input at the first level, output at the 10th level. So when we increase the level, then the input of first one will going to get at the last level to be delayed. Example, if I have 100 levels of gates, then the input is the same whatever given for the 10th level. So the output is come out as soon in the 10th level, but it will be delayed on the 100th level of the gates. So this is about the introduction to the combinational circuit of this slide. So this is the block diagram. So see here, so we are having a circuit. So this is the circuit. In this you can add as many gates you can, but minimum is 2. The input you have to give. So depending on the gates, you can give the inputs. If you are using the 2 logic gates, example AND gates, you are using 2 AND gates, then depending on the inputs you have to take the inputs. So if the AND gate is 2 input AND gate, then you can take 2 into 2. That means 2 AND gates, 2 inputs. So I'll get 2 into 2. It is of 4 inputs. So depending on the gates you can take the n inputs. So depending on that you will get the m outputs. Clear? So it may be not a equivalent. That means n input you will get m outputs. So for example, a simple logic gate AND gate, right? So if you are going to give 2 inputs, it will going to give the 1 output. So the n inputs and m outputs. So this is about the block diagram. So next is the examples of combinational circuits. So here we listed the examples. So half adder, full adder, encoder, decoder, code converters, multiplexer, demultiplexer, and the last is the parity, checker or a generator. So these are the combinational circuit examples. We are going to study all these things in the upcoming slides. So next is the application. When come to the application, they are used in the digital computers for generating binary control informations. So we are going to use this to generate the binary control information, nothing but zeros and ones. Clear? So the logic gate will going to give you the zeros and ones. So depending on the decimal input, you can get the binary inputs. So already we studied in the unit 1. That is how we are going to convert the decimal to binary, binary to hexadecimal, then octal, like this. So we are going to use this on a computer. Next, they are used in digital computers as ALU. ALU is nothing but the arithmetic and logical units. So here the computer totally need the binary combination, what we call as machine language, that is a binary combination. So we can use this in a ALU also. They are used to control the level and temperature of the fluid in the storage tank. So storage tank we are going to use in a electric high tension, or what we called the transformers. There we are going to store the tank where it consists of a fluid. So transformer ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಹತ್ರ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, we are having a big box. So in that box there is a fluid, so that will going to give the potential for the electricity. By this we can use a combinational circuit to check the temperature level. Clear? So this is about the applications of the combinational circuits. The next one is the first example of the combinational circuit, half adder. Half adder is a combinational circuit that perform addition of 2 binary digits. So here you are going to give 2 inputs and we are going to take the addition of those 2 inputs. So half adder is a combinational circuit that performs addition of 2 binary digits. Next, half adder accepts the 2 binary digits on its input and generates 2 binary digits on its output. So one is the sum and one more is the carry. So see in the logic symbol, So this is the circuit. So in this circuit we are having two inputs, one is A and one more is B. We are going to take two outputs, so that is sum and carry. Okay, so next is the come to the logic diagram. So in the logic diagram we are going to define what is the content of the box in the logic symbol. So box ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So box ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು in depth ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು. So that is the logic diagram. So when come to the logic diagram, so again we are having two inputs A and B and two outputs sum and carry. So now see which are the gates we are going to use. For sum we are going to use the XOR. For carry we are going to use AND. Okay, so when we are going to give A, B as an input to the AND gate, it will going to perform the A into B, nothing but C out. When we are going to give A, B as an input to the XOR, then we will get the A XOR B as a sum. So this is about this slide. So this is the truth table. So already defined in the previous, that is the sum and the carry. So if I give the input 0 0, then the sum is the XOR of it. That means already we studied the XOR gate will work with the two inputs are same, then the output is 0, right? So in the XOR the condition is if the inputs are same, then the output is 0. So see, AB is 0 0, then the last one AB is 1 1. So the output is 0 and 0. Clear? So this is the XOR operation. So other than these two we will get 1. Okay, so XOR operation alli input ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ಟು 0 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ we will get the 1. So next, how the carry work? So carry will going to work on the AND operation. That means both the inputs should be same, that is high. Both the input is high, then the output is high. Otherwise we will get all as zeros. So both the input is high, then the output is high. Otherwise the output is 0. So this is about the truth table. So next, so these are the input variables A, B, and the output variables is C out and the sigma, nothing but the sum. So here again define the content. The carry bit C out is A1 only when the both A and B inputs are A ones. So already defined both the input is ones, then we will get a output is high. So the formula is C out is equal to A dot B. So next, similarly the sum bit output is A1 only when the input A and B variables are unequal. Clear? So input and A and B variables are unequals. Nothing but you are going to get the output is 0 when the both input A and B variables are equal. Clear? So here they are given as 1 for unequal, then equal the output will be 0. So this is about the half adder. So this is the circuit for implementing the half adder using AND or NOT gates. So in the previous slide that is used according to AND and XOR. So if they ask to implement the half adder using AND or and NOT, you have to write this circuit. So again two inputs A, B, two outputs sum and carry. So you have to define this. So see the content, depending on the content you have to write. So see the formula here first. You need A bar B plus A B bar, right? So A bar B, it requires AND gate. A B bar, again it requires AND gate. So this one requires AND and this one requires AND. Then combination of these two requires OR. Clear? So first we will check A bar B. So this one, A bar B. So this is the AND A bar B. A bar B. So here we require A bar. So to get the A bar, you need NOT gate. So A is converted to A bar by using NOT gate. Then B is directly given to AND. Then we got the A bar B. Clear? So this is about A bar. Then we require the second one, right? That is A B bar. For A B bar, we require B bar. So from B, we have to submit the B bar. So we required NOT gate. Then A is directly given. So we got the A B bar. So after these two, the output, we have to get the OR, this one. For this OR, we are going to take the output of A bar B and A B bar to the OR gate. We will get this one. So this is about the sum. So let's see for the carry. So already it is directed one. C out A into B, nothing but we have to give the two AB inputs to single AND gate, then we will get the carry. So this is the directed one. So this is about the implementation of the implementation of the half adder using AND, OR and NOT. So when you are writing the answer to this question, please go through the question on concentration, that what they are asked. Clear? So is they are asking for just write the half adder, then you don't need this. If you are asked for to write the particular implementation using AND, OR and NOT for the half adder, then you require this one. Otherwise, there may be a question to write the half adder for 10 marks, then up to this you have to write. Clear? So this is about the half adder. So next one, full adder. So full adder is a combinational circuit that accepts to input binary digits and input carry bit. So here it will going to accept two inputs. Clear? So here we are going to accept two inputs and one more input, that is carry bit. Okay. So next, it generates a sum output bit and an output carry bit. Again here we are going to get two outputs, sum and carry. So here we are going to accept the three inputs. So two are the binary inputs and one is the carry input. We will get a two output, sum and carry output. So this is about the logic symbol. So next is the truth table. So in the truth table, so we have to write the inputs are 3. So here we have to write the 3 combinations. So that is all zeros. Next 1, here 1, then 2 ones. So like this. So nothing but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. So we have to increment this number in a binary format. The first one, all 3 zeros. So next is the 1. At the last we will get 7. So 2 to the power. So here you are going to use this formula 2 to the power of n, where the n value for this is 3. 3 is the number of inputs. Okay. So 3 is the number of inputs here. Next, we are going to check what is the output. So here 2 to the power of n is equal to 3. So depending on this formula, we have to calculate. So we will get 2 to the power of n, nothing but 2 to the power of 3, nothing but it is 8, right? So up to 8, nothing but 8 content you have to write. So from here to here 8 content, but you have to start from the decimal 0 to 7. 0 to 7 is nothing but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So totally 8 content. Clear? So this is about the truth table. So you have to write in a 2 power 7 format. N is equal to 3, where 3 is the inputs. 2 to the power of n is equal to 2 to the power of 3, that is equal to 8. But you have to write the content from 0 to 7, nothing but a 8 content. Start with all zeros and end with the 7, that is 1, 1, 1. So this is about the input bits. So now come to the output bits, nothing but the sum and carry. So already we defined for the sum, any one input should be 1, any one. Okay, so here see, so here in the second one the only one is C in, another one in the third B is 1, here A is 1. So all these 3 content, the output is 1. Clear? I repeat, for the sum you are having a condition that depending on the inputs, any one input is 1, the output is 1. Okay, so if you are having the 2 inputs is 1, it will be 0. Okay, so this is a one condition. One more condition is the last one, all the inputs is 1, the output is 1. So this is about the sum. So come to the output of a carry, that is C out. So that is the AND operation. Okay, so any 2 inputs is 1, then the output is 1. So here it is 2 inputs of 1, B and C, and here it is 1, 1, and here it is 1, 1. So this is the first condition, then the output is 1, 1, 1. At the last condition, all ones, then the output is 1, because when we add all the 3 bits, we will get 1, 1, nothing but we are going to give a carry that is defined in a unit 1, right? So this is about the truth table of the full adder. So I repeat the truth table. The first, the output of the sum of the full adder is 1 when any one of the input A or B is 1 or C in also be 1, then we will going to get a 1. Second condition is when all the 3 inputs A, B and C in is 1, we will get a 1. Clear? For carry, when both the inputs A and B is 1 or any of the 2 input is 1, then we will get a output as 1. Otherwise, we can go for the second choice, that is when all the 3 inputs A, B and C in is 1, then the output is 1. So you can understand by this statement, or you can go with the whatever I told in a content based on the truth table, right? So depending on this, you can also go with the statement. So this is about the truth table. So this is the complete implementation of a full adder, whatever we studied in the half adder. So depending on the AND, OR and the NOT gate implementation. So see here, so this is the sum and this is the Cout. So we are going to use three inputs A, B, C in. So first you have to take the sum formula. So that is A XOR B XOR C in. So we are directly going with the XOR operation. So that is this mark, clear. So for this we need first AB XOR, then we will get this one. Output of this we combined with the C in. So output of this is A XOR B combined with the C, then we will get this one. So this is about the sum. So next is the Cout. So Cout is nothing but AB plus A XOR B with the C in. So we have to take first AB. So here is A, B. So this is the AND operation, AB operation. So next we have to do for A XOR B, C in. So this is the A XOR B and C. We got A XOR B, C in. Then we have to take all these combination, nothing but we have to go with the OR operation. Okay. So then we will get the Cout. So this is about the complete implementation of the full adder using gates. The third one, combinational circuit, is encoder. An encoder is a combinational logic circuit that accepts an active input level on one of its input. It represents a digit and convert it to a coded output such as BCD or binary. We already studied the BCD, binary coded decimal, so, or we can go for the binary also. So you are going to convert the whatever the digit, it will going to come to the BCD or binary format. See here, BCD, binary, binary, like this. So you are going to convert the input to the BCD or binary format. Clear? An encoder is a combinational logic circuit that accepts the active input level on one of its input. So it will going to accept the input. It may be in the digit form or it may be in the higher end of the content. It is going to convert to the lower end, that is BCD or binary. So already we know the level of base. So that is 2 is for binary, 6 is for the content, then octal, hexa, right? So we already know all these things. So depending on the higher end, you are going to convert to the lower end. 16 to 2, base 16 to base 2, base 8 to then base 2, like this. Okay. So decimal is of 10. So 10 to 2. So we already studied in this content in a unit 1. So next is the encoder has number of inputs at any given time, only one of which is in the active state. Depending upon which one of the input is activated or excited, an n-bit code will be generated as output. So nothing but according to the input we are having a high base. So activation of any one state, we are going to get the accordance with the input, we are going to get the output. So that is in a n-bit code. Clear? So the example for encoder is the keyboard. So when we are going to press a key, what we are going to see in the key? Nothing but A to Z or 0 to 9 or any other symbol. So that is going to convert it into the ASCII code. Then it is converted to binary one. Clear? So this is the example of the encoder. So next is the types of encoders. So one is BCD2, Sorry, one is decimal to BCD encoder, decimal to binary encoder, octal to binary encoder, and priority encoder. So these are the types. We are going to study this according to your syllabus. So in this we are going to study about the decimal to BCD encoder. So nothing but the first type of the encoder. The first one, the decimal to BCD encoder is also called as 10 line to 4 line encoder. Nothing but the decimal is of 10 base, BCD of it is 3 based, but we are going to give with the 4 lines. Clear? So BCD of 3 based, right? So we are going to convert to the 4 lines. Clear? So this type of encoder consists of 10 inputs for 10 decimal digits and 4 outputs that suggest the BCD code. So see, this is the diagram, that is the logic symbol. So we are going to write from 0 to 9, nothing but 10 decimal digits, and convert it to 4 output lines, that is A0 to A3, nothing but LSB to MSB. We are going to count from A3, A2, A1, A0 in this order. So this is the MSB and this is the LSB. Okay, so this is the logic symbol. So next, the truth table. So in the truth table, see here, I already given that we are going to start from A3 and end with the A0, where A3 is the MSB, that is the highest bit, and A0 is the lowest bit. So depending on the values, we have to write the truth table. So start from the 0. For 0, if you are going to write with the 4 bit, nothing but you are going to assign the place 8421. So if you want to write the 0, then all the place should be 0. Okay. So when we add the places according to this, nothing but 0, 0, 0, 0, then we will get the output as 0. So next one, for 1. So if you want 1 as a decimal digit, then for one place you have to write the 1. Then we will get a 1. If you want the decimal digit 2, then you have to write the 1 for 2 place. If you want the decimal digit 3, then you have to write 1 for the combination of it, that is 2 and 1. Nothing but 2 plus 1 is nothing but 3. Clear? So for this 2 we have written as 1 1. Clear? So next is, if I want 4, I have to write 1 for the place for 4. So like this we have to continue up to the end. So now I am at the last 9. So I want 9. For this what I have to do? I have to take the 8th place, then 1 place. Then I will get the 9. Clear? So I put 1 1 for this. So this is about the conversion of the decimal digit to the 8421 BCD code output. So this is about the truth table. So next is the logic diagram. So see here we are taken the logic diagram. So logic diagram is nothing but we are going to write the gates here for this diagram. So see, input is 9. So 0 is not taken here, because whatever 0, the active state is every time it is 0. That means here the active state is nothing but what? Any one input should be high. For 0, there is no high input to get the output as 0, right? So if I want the output as 1, or if I want the output as 6, then any one of the input should be high, right? But for 0, we don't have any input as high. So in this we not taken the 0 line. Clear? Next is we taken 1 to 9 excluding 0. Before taking the lines like this, just write the part of the line, half of the line, then take all the OR gates, then take the output of those as a basic diagram. Clear? Then mention all the names, that is 1 to 9, or, A0, A1, A2, A3. So please check here. You should not write A3 at the top and A0 at the bottom. You have to write A0 at the top and A3 at the bottom. It is in a increasing order, in a downside. Okay. So this is a main thing. Don't write in a opposite way. So next, for the first, depending on the lines, we have to go for the OR gate. So see for the A0. See for the A0 in the truth table. So let's see what are the A0 high value decimals. Okay. So high value decimals we are going to see. So here. Okay. So here where are the high we have to check. So 1, 3. So you have to see like this. Okay. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Clear? So now come back. 1, it is 3, shown as 2, but it is 3. See here, the line is 3. 5, 7, 9. So just you have to take line like this and give that line to the OR gate. So this is about A0. Like this we have to go for the A1. Come back. For A1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay. 2, 3, 6, 7. So when you are writing the lines, don't take a cross. So when you are taking the joint of the line or the subsection of the line, make a sense of connectivity, that is dot. See here, where you are going to take a subsection of the line, there is a dot. Okay. So this is about A1. So let's, one second, sorry. So let's go with the A2. This one, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come back. Here it is 4, 5, 6, 7. It is a direct line because that is going with the stride. So that is a 4, 5, 6, 7. So next, the last one, A3. So this one, 8 and 9. Okay, 8 and 9. So here it is 8 and here it is 9. So this completes the logic diagram. So I repeat how you have to write this. So when seeing it is a complicated one, but it is not a complicated one, it is a so easy one. So you have to write the 9 with the half lines, then you have to write the OR gates, then you have to write the A0 to A3. It is must should be increased order, A0 to A3. Then according to the lines of the truth table, you have to join these lines with a subsection also. So this is about the logic diagram. So next, the basic operation, whatever I told in the previous slide, again it is listed in a content way. When high input is activated on one of the decimal digit input lines, the corresponding output lines occurs on the 4 BCD line output. So depending on the input activation, so input activation is nothing but 8421. So 8421 place whatever we are going with the high inputs, nothing but 1. So where you are going to give the 1, the output will be depending on that. Clear? For example, if the input line 7 is high, assuming other lines are low, then this condition will generate a high on BCD output line, nothing but 0 1 1 1, nothing but 4 2 1, 4 plus 2 plus 1. Clear? So that will going to give you 7. So next is the OR logic expression for each BCD bit can be given as below. So this is what we written in the previous. So I will show you. So for A0 it is 1 3 5 7 9. So it is not 2. I am repeating that it is not 2, it is a printing mistake, but see the link. So it is 3 1 3 5 7 9. So is given like this. It is a OR operation, so it is a plus. Clear? So A0 is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. Same for the A1. A1 is 2 3 6 7, 2 3 6 7. So next for A2 it is 4 5 6 7, 4 5 6 7. For A3 it is 8 9. It is 8 9. Okay. So this is about the encoder. So by this I am going to conclude the total 3 subtopics of the combinational circuit, that is half adder, full adder, encoder, in that decimal to BCD encoder. So in the next video we are going to continue the decoder, multiplexer, demultiplexer, subtractor and comparator. Thank you.